positive or negative?
I'm going to say positive. My pro for Houston is when I lived in other places as a black woman, I did not see a lot of black couples. And that's what I didn't notice until I moved somewhere else. When I came back to Houston, I'm like, wow, I see so many black couples. Now, I'm not against interracial relationships, but it was really comforting to be in my own city and see so many black marriages. Forget what you see online. I see a lot of black marriages, black couples, black families. So I love that. And there's a plethora of really fine men. Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, we just have a good selection of men. Tall, short, big, skinny. Yeah.
All right, Ben, let's hear from you. What do you think about dating and sex life in the city of Houston?
I think this is a terrible city to be poor and dating in. It is not kind to the struggling entertainer. Like, the women in Houston expect more, and I don't have it to give to them. So, you know, I would like to move to maybe like an easier location, like Austin.
Austin, it costs more to live there.
Yeah, but the white women are so much more desperate.
All right, Rich, let's hear about it. Dating and sex life in Houston.
I can't get a text back to save my life. What am I doing wrong? But honestly, the amount of athletes that are in my DMs, I mean, Houston is the place to have fun. I wouldn't say it's the best place to get married and look for love, but definitely have fun.
All right, Jermaniac?
Through the nightlife lens, like my boy said, yeah, it's crazy. You see a lot of different stuff. I was young out here in the nightlife, so I feel like not much has changed. When you see all this stuff going on, it makes you just be like, yeah, y'all wrap it up and be safe out there. We need y'all to be safe. You feel
All
me?
right, and Bevan, let's talk about nightlife now.
Oh, well, I'm not really in it. I was in it for like 15 years, so I'm kind of like, I've waned my way out of it. Nightlife.
Is it fun, though, because you were part of industry as well? Is it different when you're working in the nightlife?
Well, I'm not going to talk about working. I'm going to say my experience in it now as a consumer. It's just like everybody's sitting down and they're tired and they're smoking hookah. I'm just not on my phone.
Everybody on the phone.
It's always like, I'm on my phone, now I'm going to twerk, and I'm just like, I want to sweat, I want to have fun, this is what I came out for, I want to interact with other people, and I feel like it's very segregated and everybody's in their sections, and it's like an ego thing. It's not fun.
All right.
So
we'll continue this conversation after the break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We have our panel on tonight, and we're talking about the best and the worst of Houston, and we last left off of nightlife. So, Jermaniac.
Nightlife. Well, like I mentioned earlier, nightlife has got a lot more, like, I feel like in the younger crowds, rowdy and stuff, we got the internet. I feel old, but I'm 32. It wasn't as much going on. I remember Toke Bar, things like that, but we didn't have socials that was popping like that. The socials and stuff, all the meetups and stuff, it's a lot different. I don't know. I'm very, like, I like smaller crowds now. I'm one of them that just like to do that.
Surveillance all the time. Like, I can't really just have fun because there's always a phone. I can't just do
the phone. The bigger my brand get, I'm like, oh look, what's going on?
Like that.
Yeah, and I'd like to be careful too. Me, you know, I like to make sure that at all times I'm watching. You know, I don't want to sit in the middle of the hookah lounge. Like, is my car getting broken into right now? Like, you know what I mean? I'm in the middle, God knows where. But yeah, you know, that's probably my main thing is safety. Other than that, I like to have a good time. I'm be the scene wherever I go. So you know.
All right, Rich, Ben.
Look, Houston is one of the top largest cities in the United States of America. And one thing I've noticed is when you hang out with 1 or 2, 3 people, and good people, you're going to have fun no matter where you go. Just bring good energy, whether it's a lounge or a bar, again, like I said earlier. But it's the vibe and energy of your little clique that you have. You're going to have a great time.
Ben?
For me, it's like, this is a 7-day-a-week city.
Oh, yes.
Like,
yes.
Absolutely.
There's
Houston on a
music,
Sunday.
there's comedy, there's something every single night. Some cities are just weekend cities where they're live.
Right.
Like, I sometimes do 20, 25 shows in a week, and that's not uncommon in our industry. Like, there's so many spots you can go just to see live entertainment in Houston. It's second to none to me.
And next on the list, Ben, would be right up your alley, entertainment and shopping, but entertainment. You said you can't afford to shop, but entertainment.
I can afford to shop Lyft. It gets you in the same place. I can tell you security at Ross is very slow.
Oh my God.
The entertainers in Houston, like a lot of establishments are booking talent to come in and selling out shows and bars, and that's what I like about it. I can get online and see, you know, one of my favorite performers coming to town.
Yeah, they coming through Houston for
We
sure.
yeah, it's a major stop. It is like
We got to.
It's
Well, I've heard in the past where they jump over Houston. They go from Austin
Well,
to Dallas.
A lot of artists do skip over Houston. I don't even know the answer for that. But I do know that we have great entertainment here. And there's
Yes.
a lot of DJs. DJs are being the focal point of parties and entertainment now. So I do like that. But me, since I've stopped nightlife, I do a lot more like kayaking and comedy shows. I love comedy shows. They're so fun. But
That's your
yeah.
entertainment.
And Ben, one of the things that an entertainer I read said that why they don't come to Houston that often, we're last minute with buying our tickets. They like to see pre-sales.
That is
And
1,000%.
Oh, yeah, I do
true.
buy them
At the bell
last
sales?
minute. Yeah, I buy mine last minute.
Like
seen a lot of-
you know the show I run. Like every month, we usually have about 12 pre-sales and about 150 the night of. It's just how people in this city operate. Like some of them will show up eventually wherever you put stuff, but you can't really get them to commit.
You gotta put a speed thing on it, like something limited.
let me think about it. Let me think about it, Ben. I might
know
come to
that's
your
Like
show.
everybody in Houston is always completely willing to also just stay home.
That's me.
It's like an hour to get anywhere, and you're still
That's
in
fair.
Houston.
Paying for parking.
no, if it's raining, we're staying home.
Paying for parking,
Listen,
$40
nobody in the
parking.
city can drive in the rain.
No, seriously.
And Jermaine Ant, you brought this up. Is this a negative about traffic?
Absolutely.
Traffic, yeah. Me, I don't concern myself with traffic because Houston is huge, like he was saying. So I'm gonna get to wherever I need to go. But yeah, a lot of people will say, "What, 45 minutes? Oh, that's across the country." I'm gonna
That's a
chill.
deterrent for me. That's a deterrent for me.
But as far as entertainment, though, I love what the city is doing. I love how everybody's collabing. I love all of that piece of it when we talk about entertainment. I love how they're coming up with new concepts. A lot of restaurants, you know, even that I work with, are coming up with entertaining aspects of their restaurant. I like all that. So we just want to see where it goes in the next few years, and I think it'll be cool. Houston,
And what has been surprising to me when it comes to entertainment, Houston still supports its local entertainers that may have national appeal, but they can just make a living and get rich right here in Houston.
Right here, 20 plus years. When you've been putting in work that long, and it's a part of our culture. When you think of slabs and screw music and stuff, some of our OGs, shout out to Slim, you know, Paul Wall, Kiki, they've been doing it 20 plus years. That's the soundtrack to a lot of the stuff until we come in and make a new sound or something that's like the youngsters of the YN, you know what I mean? But that's all it really is.
And Bevan, if there was a take it or leave it here in Houston, what would you leave?
Transportation is horrible. It's horrendous. We have like the least walkable. We're like the least walkable city in the United States. It is ridiculous that it takes something that's only 2 or 3 miles takes 30 minutes or 20 minutes to get to. That is crazy. So we need better engineers or something to create better bike lanes and better transportation, trains, buses, something, because we're getting such a huge influx of people and we can't even maintain it. There's literally an accident every day. Traffic is all day, and we're such a huge city. Something needs to be fixed. But other than that,
All
when
right,
I
guys,
finally get to my
what would you
destination.
leave here in Houston? What can we do better on from your perspective?
I'll go for it. Every time I turn around, there's construction on 610. What is going on?
290 still.
What is going on,
Annie, are
guys?
you okay? Lord, I've cried one time in traffic because I was just like,
once?
I'm just trying to get to Walgreens. Dang.
I honestly wish our homeless people would be a little less aggressive when they're robbing you. Like, there used to be manners like back in the early 2000s. Like now it's just immediately you at gunpoint at a stoplight. On
That wasn't a homeless person, it was me.
Well, we
Why
want
would
to
you
thank you
rob a
guys for
Kia
joining us here on The Factor on Censored. We appreciate your time, and we'll be back after this. Stay with us.